Hello, my name is Emily, and today is July 2022. I raised turtles for a year now, and I want to talk about my experience raising turtles and what I did. I got my first turtle. The turtle was the size of a quarter. I provided the tank with the filter, the heater, the basking area. I rarely ever used a lamp. My concern at the time was not really the light. I wanted my turtle to have, warm water, clean water, a basking area. I even put in fake seaweed plants because the turtles, by nature, their job is to hide and eat for as long as they can. And as they get bigger and bigger, they know that they can outdo the predators. So I had little fake plants in the tank. The turtle loves hiding. For about a few weeks, I only had one. And then after that, I got another one. As time went by, I kept getting more and more turtles. But the two big ones I have right now, I had for a year now. And they went from the size of a quarter to the size of my, the palm of my hands. When I first had the turtles, I really wanted to make sure they were happy and healthy, not stressed. I wish I took more pictures when they were really tiny, but I didn't. I didn't want to stress them out. I didn't want to bother them too much. I didn't want to handle them too much. I definitely fed them every day when they were the quarter size. But over time, as they got bigger, I would feed them like every other day. There's with even times where I would feed maybe a lot one day, and then like I'll skip like 2 or 3 days without feeding. Like with the turtles, you don't want to overfeed because the turtles, their shell should be growing bigger and wider, not bigger and higher. My turtles, when you look at their shells, it's translucent looking. It looks like as if you could see through their bodies, and that's okay and that's normal because when the turtles overeat, they can get really thick shells, and it could affect their swimming abilities. My turtles were in the small tank at first, but as they were getting a little bit bigger over time, I got a bigger container. Those storage containers you could store under your bed. I got the big clear plastic container that you store under your bed with. I used that to put my turtles in. I had the heater, had the filter, because I wanted my turtles to have more room to swim, because even though they were small, I wanted them to have space because I wanted to trigger their growth. I wanted them to have a lot of exercise. I wanted them to feel secure. and I don't want them to get sick. When it came to changing their water, I didn't dump out all the water and completely put a whole new set of water in. With me, I would dump out some of the old water, then dump in some new water. And I would do a little bit each day. So as each day went by, you saw the water getting a little bit clearer and clearer. I didn't want to change the entire water because I didn't want the new water to shock the turtle. So I just made it like a slow process, just slowly clean it. Because sometimes the tank could get so dirty, like, you know, the filter I had like couldn't even like catch up with it. I sometimes use 2 filters to kind of just speed it up a bit. Yeah, the turtle tank definitely gets dirty pretty quick over time, but you know, it's okay. Just dump out some of the old, like feed the water to my plants and put in new water. Do whatever it takes to keep the turtle from getting sick. Like sometimes when I'm cleaning the turtle tank, I'll just take out some of the rocks and take out the seaweed plant, hose it down a bit, and then I'll just put it back in the tank because it does get dirty pretty quick, but I definitely made sure it could stay clean as possible. I know that the turtles' first year is very important because they're prone to getting sick more easily. They're prone to dying more easily. Turtles, very young or juvenile stages of their life, they are prone to, dying like much more easily compared to older ones. I guess it's because young turtles, their immune system isn't like as strong, so like they could just die easily just like that if their environment isn't working with them. So I got my turtles in July 2021. It wasn't until February 2022 I started putting their enclosure outside because they're small, but they're getting a little bit big, and I wanted them to have natural sunlight. I didn't want to use the lamp because I didn't want them to get like extremely hot. And like sometimes when I think this could just be with like just anyone or anything, like if the lamp is just on you all the time, it just kind of like dries you out, or it kind of cooks you a bit. I didn't want my turtles to be under the lamp so much to the point where the turtle's so dehydrated. That's part of the reason why I avoided the lamp, and that's why I wanted the turtle to get natural light, because I think you can never beat natural sun. Like, natural sun is the best way to go. You don't really want to use the lamp too much. And I'm glad I did what I did. I don't know what I did right or what I did wrong, but whatever I did really worked out, because for the 2 tortoises I have, the 2 turtles I have, they swim a lot, they bask a lot, they love hiding a lot, they look very happy, they look really healthy, their shell's beautiful, they definitely do eat when I do give them some of their food. I I try not to feed them way too much. I really do kind of watch it. It's like I might feed them a lot one day. I might just kind of skip a day or two, then feed them. Also with the turtles, it's very important for the turtles to have light. It's very important to have basking area. Me personally, I like putting like some rocks at the bottom, just kind of make it more natural as possible. I definitely put in fake plants. When I put them outside, I always, do consider putting them in the sun, but I also considered like having some form of shade too. So that's why I've been using an umbrella, because like I said earlier, I just don't want them to feel like super duper hot. Like I kind of want them to have some form of a shade too. So like one side of their enclosure will have like the sun shining at it, like the other side will kind of have like a little bit of a shade, just in case if they want some shade. Another thing that I did with my turtles, I had like a lot of people tell me like with turtles, like buy like one big container, one big enclosure, and just throw your turtles in it. I didn't do that. I just started off with a small tank at first because that's what I had at the time. And plus, at the time, it's like I didn't know if my turtle was going to make it. So I really didn't put in the effort to get a really huge one just yet. I kind of just got like bigger containers over time as they kind of got bigger. But I don't see anything wrong with just getting a straight up big container. But you see, I had small turtles at first. So, everyone's different. Like me, I prefer the babies. I love raising baby turtles. I love to be and the knowledge of their environment at a young age, seeing how they're growing, seeing how they're behaving. I love to make sure their environment is perfect for them as much as possible. I want it to do more right than mistakes. Raising baby turtles is very rewarding. Because when you look at them as babies and then you look at them getting bigger and bigger, you know that you made an impact on them, and they look good the way they do because I didn't screw up and I made sure they were happy and healthy as much as possible. A turtle can be up to 12 to 14 inches as an adult. They reach adult size by 8 years old, and for the turtles, I'm really curious to see how they'll be looking at age 5 and 6 and 7, but I definitely haven't reached that yet. I'm just enjoying, the juvenile baby phase as much as possible. I'm really enjoying it. It's so cute to see their little head stick out of the water. It's really cute to see their head sticking out of the little fake plants. It's so cute when they all bask on the little basking area together. At some point, I do have to get them like a bigger enclosure, but they're still kind of on the smaller side. So I'm not exactly just, rushing it just yet. I just know I have to do it at some point. Yeah, so the first year was definitely a learning experience. I'm so proud that, they made it this far. I hope they don't die on me. I hope that all the good I did for them, it, helps them in the long run. They could live up to be 50 or 60 years old if raised correctly, and, if, in good health and good environment. But yeah, like, no guarantees on what will happen in the long run, but I'm definitely excited to see the growth of my turtles and see how big they get, see how healthy they get. Their shell is so beautiful. I'm so happy. If you have any questions, or if you have anything you want to share with me, or any thing that I should know about, feel free to let me know. I think the thing that made me sad about raising turtles is some of the turtles I got, like some of them died, and it was really sad for me because some of them, like, I knew it just, wasn't looking happy and healthy. Some of them I knew, like, it wasn't gonna make it. Some shocked me because it seemed fine, but then the next day I would see it floating dead in the water. But yeah, the turtles is definitely a risk raising turtles, because you're buying turtles as a baby, and sometimes you just don't know if it's, gonna make it or not. So you just got to do your best to make sure it's in a good environment and that it will be happy. Yeah, so if you have any questions, or if anything you want to share, please let me know. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a nice day. Goodbye.